Well, while we were at the narrow gauge convention, we went off screwing around all the time. It's what we do. And while we were in Colorado Springs, we decided to look up the old Midland Terminal Roundhouse. Last time I came by here years and years ago, it was a pottery studio, and we thought that might be fun. Nowadays, it's what? Kind of a
strip mall. I thought it was new construction when we went by.
It's been so well rebuilt. It does. It looks just like a brand new building. It's been dedicated to this couple. Not sure what that's about. We should do some more research and find out about these people and why they dedicated the roundhouse to them. The Colorado Midland is one of Colorado's old railroads, built in 1883. One of the most interesting things here is where the other railroads were being built to a 3-foot narrow gauge, Colorado Midland chose to build to a standard gauge, in spite of the fact that they were going to try going up into the mountains along with the narrow gauge railroads. They just wanted to be able to run the heavier equipment in spite of the grades and curves they were facing. The railroad was taken over by the Midland Terminal, but the whole thing went bust in 1918. In 1955, the building was bought by Van Briggle Pottery Studio. They made this their manufacturing facility and a retail store. Just amazing pottery. It was so good that they just outgrew the place. And then in 1999, it was radically rebuilt. Like we were saying, it looked like brand new construction when they got it done. Sort of reminds me of what they're doing at the Evanston Roundhouse.
Exactly, about the same thing.
Just really top-end rebuilding of the place, and they've made it into something of a, strip mall. So sort of interesting that there's a dentist and an emergency room in here. We walked all the way around the building. Fascinating building.
Some kind of rock brace wall there.
Yeah, it looks like there was a stall here that maybe fell down or something. We might want to do some research on that.
Right.
And the hinges are still here that supported the doors. The doors are long gone, but it's neat that the hinges are still here. You can really get a sense of what this place was like when it was in operation. It sort of reminds me of Salt Lake City's Trolley Square. That's a very similar kind of idea, complete rebuild of a locomotive facility. Well, I'd love to see this thing being used as a roundhouse. Well, I don't imagine that would ever happen, would it? And since there's a really nice looking restaurant in here, we decided to have pizza.
Yes, we did. Some really good soup.
Some really beer soup. Oh my goodness, that was good. But it's really neat to see what they've done with the roundhouse, and sort of paid homage to the roundhouse inside here. Kept some of the original bracing and so on. Really did a first-class job, and it's a really nice restaurant. If you're ever in the area and you want some beer soup, holy cow, this is the place to come. And the pizza we had was a wood-fired pizza.
I love the taste of wood-fired pizza.
Oh, that was so yummy. We had a great time.
We did.
Well, the end of the day sent us back up to Denver to rejoin the convention.
And the group.
And get ready for the next day of screwing around.